Hello and welcome to FS Golf in Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania. My name is Frank Stranick, and today I'd like to introduce you to a term that you may not be too familiar with, and that is flatline oscillation, or the short version, flowing. What is flatline oscillation? Well, it's the ability of a golf shaft to consistently return the golf club head back to the ball on the same plane each and every swing. Now, you probably have not seen what happens to a shaft when you flex that shaft by clamping one end and then just pulling down on the shaft to see what type of rotation pattern it has. For those of you who may have purchased a club in a commercial facility like a big box store or a golf course or whatever, there are two different types of shafts in quality that are put into new golf clubs. There is a golf shaft that is made to the specifications of the golf club manufacturer, and there is a golf shaft made to the specifications of the golf shaft manufacturer. They will have the same name on them from different companies, but the same name for each particular shaft. However, the quality of the shaft, the repeatability of the shaft in terms of flatline oscillation may be radically different. I have a couple short videos that I want to show you. They are from a shaft that was in a commercial grade club, well-known manufacturer. And you will see that in the first instance that when the golf club is flexed, the club rattles around in a lot of different directions. Good indication that the possibility of that club head returning to the same location, the ball, in the same configuration each and every time is probably limited. So let me turn on the first video and let's see what we can find here. It takes just a few seconds for this to go on. There you go. Now, as you can see, I just pulled that club down. I didn't do anything special to it. I just pulled it down and let it go. And the next thing you know, the shaft is going in who knows what direction. Now, if you have a shaft like this, the possibilities of you being consistent with your impacts are probably somewhat reduced, if not a lot. What you need to think about when you buy a club is, what is the quality of the shaft that I have in there? Take a look at the shaft, inspect the whole shaft, and if you see things like manufactured for, designed for, engineered for, or whatever, hidden comments like that, then you have a shaft that's probably of the quality level of this one. Why does that happen? Well, if you go into a big box store and you buy a commercial grade club and they sell it to you for $300, you can't expect that they're going to put a $350 shaft into a $300 club. It just doesn't happen. These shafts are made to a far less quality level than are the shafts that you buy in what's called the aftermarket, or that specifications set by the manufacturer of the golf shaft. Remember, I said earlier, there are shafts that are made to the specifications of the club manufacturer, and there are shafts made to the specifications of the golf shaft manufacturer. And again, they are radically different. Here you're seeing one that was made to the specifications of the golf club head manufacturer. Now let me show you one that has been flatlined. Now, to your surprise, maybe, this is the same shaft. I just took it out of the head, spent about an hour to find the spine and the flatline positions using a laser tipped device that goes on the end of the shaft. Then I put the head back on and played with it until I got the shaft to go straight up and down. Now that shaft can be played and it will be repeatable. So let's see if we can get that video on here. There we go. That's the same shaft. Now you might say, well, why doesn't the golf club manufacturer take the time to do this? Again, their business model is not as our business model is. We, as custom club fitters and club makers, we are custom fit, custom built, one club at a time to your needs. This takes quite a while to find the spine and the flat line position of this shaft. The commercial grade manufacturers, their model is throughput. They've got to get club heads and club shafts put together, out the door, onto the racks, and sold because of the profit margins that they have to achieve. And so when you go to purchase another one of your new clubs, I would suggest that you maybe contact your local custom club fitter, club maker, and have a discussion about shafts. I can assure you that if you're going to spend $280, $290, $300 on a club, you're probably going to see the first shaft that I showed you. Can it be fixed? Maybe. Can you purchase a shaft that will be of higher quality? Absolutely. All of us purchase in the aftermarket. They are the shafts whose specifications, again, are specified by the manufacturer of the shaft. You know you're getting quality, and you can also tell your club maker, I would like the shaft spined, and I would like it flowed. Now, why aren't all shafts spined and flowed? Well, partly because some of the purchasers of the clubs, even those who come to folks like myself, they don't want the logo anywhere but straight up and down on the shaft. And when you do a flat line of a shaft, you may find that your logos may not be where you might prefer to see them aesthetically. So hopefully you can get over that and recognize that the most important thing is that this club head is returned back consistently down and through the ball, so that your impacts are always going to be as best as your skill level will allow it to be. All right, it's called flatline oscillation or flowing. If you're working with a custom club maker, I would suggest you talk to them about it. If you're going into a commercial company or store, ask them about it. Say, has my shaft in this club been flatlined? You may get a blank stare, but at least it's worth asking and finding out about that shaft, okay? If you have any questions about this or anything else about club fitting or club making, you can certainly contact me by email. It's fsgolf@comcast.net, or you can contact me through my website, www.fsgolf.net, quite simple, and I'd be very happy to answer any and all questions you may have on this subject. Until then, have a good day, enjoy your golf. Bye now.